In 1901, some sponge divers found a lump of rock at the bottom of the ocean. It was a computer, not a metaphor, not computer in a cute historical sense, an actual gear-driven, eclipse-predicting, moon phase tracking machine, built by Greeks who, as far as we know, didn't even have a word for robot. Stick around, because number 4 involves a sword that has literal nanotechnology in it, and nobody who made it knew what an atom was. Let's go. Picture the smartest engineer you know. Now take away electricity, computers, and precision tools. Now ask them to build a machine that predicts eclipses. That's basically what happened here. This thing has over 30 bronze gears, some smaller than your fingernail, all cut by hand, all meshing perfectly. Meanwhile, I can't assemble a bookshelf without crying. This device tracked the moon's phases, predicted eclipses years in advance, and even counted down to the Olympic Games. And then, nothing. No follow-up, no Antikythera 2.0. The next machine anywhere near this complex shows up over 1,000 years later. It's like inventing the iPhone in ancient Rome and then everyone just forgetting about phones. This is the Pantheon. It's pushing 1,900 years old. Its dome is still the largest unreinforced concrete dome on the planet. Your sidewalk has cracks in it, and it was poured during the Obama administration. Now here's the part that actually made scientists lose their minds. Roman seawalls have been sitting in the ocean for 2,000 years, and instead of falling apart, they're getting stronger. Turns out when seawater hits the volcanic ash in Roman concrete, it grows a mineral that basically self-heals the structure over time. Modern concrete does the opposite. It erodes. We built a worse version of a rock recipe from 2,000 years ago, and now engineers are literally studying ancient harbors to fix modern buildings. 7th century Byzantine Empire invents a weapon so terrifying, so absurdly overpowered, that it might as well have been napalm with a marketing team. Greek fire. It sprayed from ships. It stuck to everything it touched. And this is the part that should not be physically possible. It burned on top of water. Enemy sailors would try to escape by jumping into the sea. The fire followed them in. The Byzantines guarded the recipe so hard that when their empire finally collapsed, the formula died with it. Historians have been trying to reverse engineer it for literally centuries. We choose to believe it, we just don't know how to make it. Remember I said number 4 has nanotechnology in it? Here we go. Damascus steel blades were legendary, supposedly sharp enough to slice a silk scarf floating midair. The technique used a special imported steel, and when the trade routes dried up in the 1700s, the method was lost completely. Centuries later, scientists finally scanned these blades under an electron microscope and found actual carbon nanotubes and nanowires inside the metal. Nanotechnology, in a sword, made by a guy who thought the Earth might be flat and definitely did not own a microscope. Now, I have to be honest with you because I'm not that YouTuber. This jar found near Baghdad looks a lot like a battery. Copper cylinder, iron rod, fill it with something acidic like vinegar, and yeah, it actually produces a tiny voltage. But no wires were found. No electroplated jewelry nearby. No instructions. So is this a 2,000-year-old battery, or just a jar that accidentally looks like one to modern eyes? Nobody knows. And honestly, that's the more interesting answer. Not everything ancient has to be a conspiracy to be cool. Now let's go to Peru. The Inca built walls out of stone so massive some weigh over 100 tons, and fit together so precisely you cannot slide a credit card between them. No mortar, no metal tools, no wheels, as far as we can tell. Just stone on stone, cut so exactly that earthquakes that flatten modern concrete buildings around Cusco barely shake these walls at all. So somewhere, a 500-year-old wall is outperforming a building code written last year. Engineers still debate exactly how they hauled and shaped stones this heavy without the wheel. The leading theories involve ramps, log rollers, and frankly, an absurd amount of manpower. But the precision fit is what nobody's fully replicated since. China, 132 CE. An inventor named Zhang Heng built a bronze jar surrounded by 8 dragon heads, each one holding a small ball in its mouth with frog statues sitting underneath. When an earthquake hit, even one too far away to feel, a ball would drop from the dragon's mouth facing the direction of the quake straight into a frog's mouth below. Historical accounts say it once dropped a ball for an earthquake nobody in the capital felt at all, until a messenger arrived days later confirming a quake had hit hundreds of miles away. A device from the 2nd century detected an earthquake before the news did. That's not ancient technology. That's just a better alert system than some phones have today. The original was lost to history, and how the internal mechanism worked exactly is still debated. But reconstructions based on the historical descriptions do work. Here's the thing. Nobody tells you about ancient technology that's too advanced. It's not that these people were secretly aliens or that we're missing some lost super civilization. It's that they were exactly as smart as us. They just lost the recipe, lost the trade route, lost the incentive. History isn't a straight line going up. It's a bunch of genius ideas that got dropped and sometimes picked back up 1,000 years later by accident. So next time someone tells you the past was primitive, show them this video. And before we go, if this video opened your eyes to something you didn't know before, drop a like, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video.